In today's video we will discuss the top 5 best ways and 5 worst ways to use ChatGPT. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. New videos release every Monday through Friday. If you are into using AI, this is the video for you. Number 5. Generate customer surveys. Your target audience is, well, a moving target. While you should do your own thorough research to find your target audience, you could use ChatGPT to help you generate a survey or poll to continue getting to know your audience and customers and collecting customer feedback. Prompt: generate a customer feedback survey. Number 4. Learn shortcuts and formulas. While you shouldn't leave it to ChatGPT to do your reporting and analytics, we'll get to that shortly. One way it can help you is by teaching you shortcuts that can help you with data processing and analysis. For example, you can ask it for spreadsheet formulas, regular expressions, and other strings that are evergreen. Prompt: what's the Excel formula for percent increase? Number 3. Content creation. There are several ways to use ChatGPT to get ideas for your blog posts, guides, white papers, and ebooks. You can ask it for post ideas based on topics or existing content, use it to perform research on a topic, curate the top articles on a topic, or have it simplify a complex concept for you so you can simplify it for your readers. Prompt: explain how the Google Ads auction works. Number 2. Get marketing tool recommendations. But you can also use it to get recommendations for tools. After all, there's a vast sea of top 10 lists for just about any tool out there on the web. For example, ask about the best keyword research tools. The answer spits out a similar list to our roundup of the best free keyword research tools. Prompt: what are the best free keyword research tools for small businesses? Number 1. Generate copy for your marketing assets. You can use ChatGPT to help you with creating copy for any of your marketing collateral, emails, blog posts, product descriptions, ad copy, headlines, website copy, social media captions, and more. Ask it to generate the content. Modify existing content for a particular tone, like to make it more exciting for a particular persona, or to make it more negatively charged. Improve existing content for a goal, SEO, for example. Of course, an entire blog post is a bit of a stretch. You may instead want to ask for an outline. Prompt: write a promotional email for 50% off custom framing for the month of October. As you can see, it creates an email. As you see on the screen here is a good example of using the output as a starting point only. Of course, this is too much text for a promotional email to send out to customers. 5 ways not to use ChatGPT for marketing. Number 5. Don't use it for reporting and analytics. GPT can analyze data, but the current functionality behind this is very limited. Just like the best marketing strategies will vary from business to business, the right KPIs and goals will depend on your unique situation. And the best way to identify trends, patterns, and insights in your data is to come up with your own consistent reporting routine. Continue using tools like Google Data Studio, Now Looker Studio, Google Analytics, and Google Ads for your organic traffic and PPC reporting. Note that Google Ads has its own AI features like the Insights and Recommendations tools, both of which should also be taken with a grain of salt. Number 4. Don't use ChatGPT for web development. Let's say you want to create a lead magnet for your website, a free tool in particular. There are examples out there of asking ChatGPT to generate JavaScript code for an ROI calculator. Prompt: generate JavaScript code for ROI calculator. Prompt: how do I implement this on my website? But you still have to know that you need JavaScript to implement it on your site. And it may not even be JavaScript that you need. Creating a free tool is a complex process in and of itself, let alone implementing it on your site. There are so many considerations, like whether it will impact page speed and site security and other ranking factors, or how the user experience will pan out in terms of the brand feel and whether or not you want to collect lead information. Your website is at the heart of all your marketing efforts. It's best to leave projects like this to your web team so you don't risk anything. Number 3. Do not use it for keyword research. Yes, ChatGPT is a tool in and of itself. And above, we talked about using it to get tool recommendations. But one way you should not use it for marketing is to do keyword research. Remember, it's not a real-time platform connected to the web, and it has limited data post-2021. So while the below example looks promising, the data is going to be outdated and unreliable. Prompt: do keyword research for me for custom framing. How to use chat for small business marketing. Answer to prompt for keyword research. Prompt: can you give me search volume, competition level, and cost per click for each of those keywords? Instead, explore the tools listed in ChatGPT's response that is posted on the screen. Number 2. Don't let ChatGPT organize your Google Ads account structure. While you can use ChatGPT to help with headline and description writing for your Google Ads, leave the strategic stuff up to the pros. For example, some have suggested using ChatGPT to organize your Google Ads account structure, but we don't recommend it. Prompt: what ad groups should I create for a Google Ads campaign for a chiropractor? The way your Google Ads campaigns are organized directly impacts how relevant your ads are to their keywords, which directly impacts your cost per click, which directly impacts your ROI. While ChatGPT has the right idea in the example above, it does not know what other campaigns you have running, what your business objectives are, or how big your account or budget is. It's important to take all of these factors and more into account, and then carefully build out your campaigns from there. Number 1. Don't ask for marketing strategy recommendations. Looking for the best ways to promote your business? You may be tempted to ask ChatGPT, but ultimately, the best marketing strategies for your business are going to depend on your unique goals and challenges as well as the resources you have. Prompt: what are the best marketing strategies for local businesses? For the prompt above, ChatGPT recommends claiming your Google My Business listing, which is out of date since it is now called Google Business Profile. Social media is a good marketing strategy, but there isn't anything in the response that discusses how to use social media for local marketing specifically. These are 10 ways you should and should not use ChatGPT. Please comment below the different ways you use ChatGPT for your business marketing. Do not forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes release every Monday through Friday.